Tiny crystalline hairs sway against the rush of your blood like deep-sea kelp caught in a heavy tide. This is a dense, shimmering forest made entirely of sugar that coats every single inch of your veins. This hidden thicket is the endothelial glycocalyx. It functions as a massive, active sensory organ. But what exactly is this forest sensing, and why does your very life depend on it right now?
If you've ever tried a health tonic and had it stop working after a week, you've hit this wall. Our internal wiring has a built-in kill switch. You take something like beet extract and feel great for a day, but then the effect vanishes. It's like a doorbell that's been pressed so many times the spring finally snaps. Those nitrate sensors have physically broken under the strain, and when that signal fails, the body starts looking for a darker alternative. Think about a field of wheat rippling in the wind. Inside your arteries, a similar dance is happening. Tiny sensors line your blood vessels, bending as blood rushes past them. This physical dragging force creates an immediate chemical reaction called mechanotransduction, turning the movement of fluid into a language your cells can read. It's how your body literally feels its own life force. But wait until you see how these physical ripples become a conscious signal. Think of your blood vessels as having their own high-tech bouncer. Along every wall, water stops acting like a liquid and forms a dense, electrically charged cushion that physically shoves away toxins, like magnetic bumper cars. This protective buffer, the exclusion zone, is a literal shield of structured water. It keeps your internal pipes from getting gunked up. But this negative polarity barrier doesn't run for free. What's generating the charge to keep it running is where things start getting weird. Think of your cells as tiny sailors constantly checking the wind. Only their wind is the fluid rushing through your veins. They use these microscopic branching whiskers to feel every ripple and swirl. This hydrodynamic sensor array, built from Syndecan-1 and heparan sulfate, turns physical movement into a cellular message. It's a literal sixth sense for your insides. But wait until you see where that signal is actually going. Think of it like pinching a garden hose to build up pressure before blasting the sidewalk clean. By rhythmically holding your breath for 30 seconds, then releasing, you force your veins to constrict and then surge with blood. That friction creates an endogenous shear stress spike, tricking your body into dumping a massive dose of nitric oxide. This chemical flood changes your internal chemistry instantly. But what happens to your brain next is where things get really strange. Think of your body like a snow globe sitting on a shelf for too long. To get things moving, you need a subtle, rhythmic sway, rocking your weight back and forth. This shift creates a tiny internal scrub that massages the fluid structures deep inside your vessels, a process called a mechanical friction stimulus. This friction is actually waking up a hidden sensory net that is waiting for one very specific command. Think about standing perfectly still. Your muscles are performing a constant tiny wobble to keep you upright. Think of your posture like a massive bridge designed to sway in the wind so it doesn't snap. This movement, or postural oscillation, creates a rhythmic friction against your cell walls called endogenous shear stress. That friction turns your entire body into a giant, vibrating tuning fork. But wait until you see what happens when that tuning fork hits a specific, synchronized frequency. Think of your nervous system like an intricate spider's web woven through every muscle. If those threads get dry or tangled, the signal never reaches the center. This microscopic mesh is the literal bridge for your consciousness. You can keep that connection strong by closing your eyes for 60 seconds and simply tracing the warmth of your own breath. It forces the mind to sync back with the body. The full research archive is at jmthomasofficial.com.